Happy Wednesday and welcome to yet another exciting edition of Smell the Coffee. Are we tired? Yes, but that's why we have coffee. We have coffee for that. We are right in the middle of the week, so we couldn't be more excited. You're joined by Diana Master and Aina Riza Kweyo. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am a bit exhausted, a bit over it.
Yeah.
A bit I have I think 20 days until my holiday, and I'm counting down to those because, you know, yesterday I said to my friend, I usually wake up at 3 to pray and meditate, but for the month of starting, I think, mid-October, I could not hear any of my alarms. I put an alarm on at 12, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and
you
6. The
anything.
only alarm I hear is for 6, so that I can wake up to come to work.
But wait, wouldn't your phone keep...
It does, but I don't hear it.
Shame, I feel so sorry for the people in
your
house.
I don't hear it. And it's because maybe I'm internally tired, because I'm usually one to hear my alarms, but for the past I don't know, maybe 14 days I can't hear. And even my friend tries so hard to call me at 3 or 2, but I cannot hear even the call at 3.
It's because your body is tired.
Yeah.
It is what it is. There's no hiding from that. Usually they say once your body starts showing you signs, rest. I know if I don't listen to my body when I'm tired, I will get so sick. I'll get sick as a dog. It is crazy. All of a sudden I'm fluey and whatnot. That's the fatigue.
Yeah.
So that's why they always say if you're feeling drained, just rest.
Yeah.
And honestly speaking, I feel you because I'm there as well. I hear my alarms. I don't know. I'm a light sleeper. And it's worse, especially when I am in a new place. If I come sleep over at your house, I probably won't sleep that night. I will be awake. I may fall in and out of sleep, but I'm always aware and I'm always conscious. I'm like, okay, what's happening? Because it's an unfamiliar environment. But even at home, if you make a slight sound, I'll hear you and I'm up.
Wow, I wish I can't say I'm a light sleeper, but when I have planned something in my head and when I have an alarm on, I would...
You're aware, basically.
I'm aware.
I'm that one. I mean, you guys always use me to wake you guys up anyway. So there was a time we all went out and then everyone was like, Dana, you are responsible for waking us up. I was like, why me? Yeah. But then I managed to wake. Literally, my alarm rang, called everyone, went back to sleep. I was like, Aina,
wake up.
I'm up. Okay, sharp. So-and-so, I'm up. Okay, sharp. Because then you can't say you didn't wake me up. Exactly. But nevertheless, please do let us know, are you a light sleeper? Are you a deep sleeper? Are you an early morning bird? Or are you, what's the other word? What's the opposite of early morning bird? Of an early bird?
A light bird. I don't know. Light bird, night bird, I don't know.
Night owl.
Oh, night owl, yeah. Night owl. Night bird.
But we will now take a quick ad break and return with our top stories. All right, getting straight into it. Sean Diddy Combs hit with third sexual assault lawsuit. Yes, that's right. Sean Diddy Combs has reportedly been hit with a shock third sexual assault lawsuit. The 54-year-old rapper, who recently settled out of court with the singer ex-girlfriend Cassie, 37, after she filed the suit accusing him of rape and abuse, is now said to be facing fresh accusations from a woman known only as Jane Doe that he and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall, who was 59, took turns sexually assaulting her and her friend in either 1990 or 1991. TMZ has reported she claims in legal documents she met Combs and Hall at a record label event and brought her and her friend drinks whilst flirting with them. But a representative for Combs told the Daily Mirror in a statement these are fabricated claims, falsely alleging misconduct from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute. This is nothing but a money grab. Because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he's an easy target for anonymous accusers who lie without conscience or consequence for financial benefit. The public should be skeptical and not rush to accept these bogus allegations. Jane Doe is said to claim Combs and Hall took her and her friend to Hall's apartment where they were given alcohol, and she was then reportedly coerced into having sex with Combs. She claims Combs then left the room and Hall came in and raped her, while her friend was also reportedly raped by the pair. Along with Cassie's now settled suit against Combs, a second one was filed against him by Joy Dickerson-Neal. She alleged she was drugged, sexually assaulted and abused by the rapper, and added he reportedly created and distributed revenge porn of her.
I believe all of them.
Jeez,
I
that is
believe
crazy.
all of them. Like,
Yeah.
this is not anything new. Even like his bodyguards are speaking out about the things that they have seen him
While they were
doing.
working for
Yeah, him doing. So one bodyguard even spoke of how he abused the ex-wife, Kim Porter. And like, so I believe all these women, they are eyewitnesses.
Jeez.
People are coming out to tell their stories and thank to the courage of Cassie, because
Even
when
if she hadn't spoken up first.
She really just I wouldn't say open a can of worms, but I think
it's basically like a Me Too thing, like a Me Too movement.
It's a revolutionary step that she took. So I'm really proud of her, and I believe all these women. Didi needs to be in jail. I don't know which jail or.
Yeah, like, they need to investigate these cases. Like, just because you settled a lawsuit doesn't mean you can just get away with. Like, honestly speaking,
more is going to come out. There was a
Definitely.
psychic. There's a psychic. Do we call a psychic? Do we call her a medium? Do we call her a fortune teller?
Depends.
Bikini? I don't know what she's called.
Yeah.
But she basically predicted that Cassie is going to come out and say and expose Didi. And thereafter, she said that this is just the beginning. More and more people will start coming out. And I believe her because she was spot on. She predicted these things, I think, in 2020, and she said in November of 2023. Now it's November of 2023, and it happened. And now she's saying that in Easter, I can't remember if she said Easter of 2024 or Easter of 2025, more things about Didi will be revealed, and it's going to be even a shocker.
Did she say he's going to go to jail?
No, she said he's gonna disappear. I don't know what that means.
Oh, jeez, that is terrifying.
He's gonna disappear, and that she has. He's basically being. His lips are sewn, so he won't be able to talk because his bosses or his mentors
won't allow him to speak.
Won't allow him to speak.
Oh, jeez, that's.
Because then it means then he will go down. That is basically what
he must just plead the fifth then.
This medium or this guinea or this fortune teller
he must just
is
plead the
basically
fifth.
saying, and she is alleging, she is saying that she is in communication with his ex-wife, that is Kim Porter, and Kim is the one that is now revealing.
So that's
these
she's a medium.
things
She's a medium then.
revealing these things.
If
to
she
him.
can communicate with people that have crossed over, she's a medium.
Yeah,
Oh
basically,
my
this is allegedly.
Oh God.
This is on YouTube.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I didn't say these things. These things are on YouTube and on TikTok.
I'm
And
getting goosebumps.
in the
That is
media, it's
crazy.
going viral. So you can follow those stories. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Didi. I mean, I feel like if anyone is a perpetrator, if anyone is not a good person, we can't allow them to live in a society where our children are.
And honestly speaking, whatever is done in the dark will come out in the light eventually.
Eventually. Moving over to some thug and jail and, you know, in that same vein of not so honorable people, Young Thug's lyrics are now being used against him in a gang trial. Now, rapper Young Thug's racketeering trial has begun, with Georgia prosecutors accusing him of being a gang leader in charge of the Wolf Pack. The Atlanta rapper, born Jeffrey Lamar Williams, is accused of co-founding a violent street gang in his hometown. Prosecutors are using the critically acclaimed performer's own lyrics as evidence against him. The rapper is accused of racketeering, the same charge facing ex-U.S. President Donald Trump in the state. Master William, who is 32, popularly known as Young Thug, has been in jail since his May 2022 arrest on charges that also include participating in criminal street gang activity. He is being tried against 5 co-defendants. Fulton County Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love told the jury the rapper oversaw dozens of crimes that left a crater in Fulton County. The crater sucked in the youth, innocence, and even the lives of some of its youngest members, she alleged. In Monday's colorful opening statement, which was interpreted several times by defense attorney, Ms. Love said that Master Williams' lyrics bore a very airy significance to real life and the crimes the gang is alleged to have committed. In her opening statement included portions of lyrics, including one from another allegedly associated gang member referring to a murder. "We didn't chase any of the lyrics to solve any murders," she said. The law enforcement in Fulton County chased the murderer and found the lyrics.
Tick.
Yeah, this is like, you know, when they say be careful on what you post on social media, people will
what you say can and will be used against you.
And sometimes you didn't even mean it like that. But now when you are found in that situation, people will take what you said and interpret it using the current circumstances to try and justify whatever they have against you.
Yeah, so, but then again, it could just be circumstantial evidence. It could be his defense. If he can afford the greatest defense lawyers, he's going to get out of that one. He'd just be like, well, it was art. I was just writing
Imagine
lyrics.
You saying... I hate my job in 2018, and now you are in an altercation with your boss, and your boss now finds this tweet, and you didn't want to be here already. You hate this place.
I didn't even work here in 2018. You know, it's one of those. But that's the thing. Everything you do can and will be used against you at some point. So you need to be careful. If it means going on your Facebook, deleting everything, go do it. Like whatever it is that is controversial. Because the thing is, yeah, sure, back then when you posted it, you were just a high school student.
Yeah.
I know of a case of this one K-pop idol. He posted something about, what? I don't know if it was about white people. I don't remember what he said. 10 years later, people were like, yeah, but he said this. And it's like,
he's racist.
wow, he's racist and all of that. It's like, but guys, 10 years ago, I was, what, 14? Because he was saying he was going through a lot. And he was, no. He posted that he hated Korea and he hated the fact that he was there and he just wanted to go back home to the States because he was American born but living in South Korea. And so he posted, and he was like, but I was 14 years old. You have to understand, I'm a 14-year-old boy that has been taken from my family in America. Now I must conform to these laws and these rules. Because also when you're being trained to be a K-pop idol, it's pretty hectic, eh? So obviously at some point you're angry and you're like, I hate it here. I just want to go back home. 10 years later, they're like, yeah, but he said he hated South Korea, so he must leave.
Nothing.
Because he found success. But back then, no one cared about what he said. But now because he's big, it's like, yeah, but you never actually wanted this. So just be careful what you say.
I'm one that deleted my Facebook. I used to Facebook a lot. And even now, I'm very careful of what I post. I have to think and then put in ChatGPT and be like, is this something that
okay?
Is okay? Is this acceptable? Run it through my friends. It's like, because you never know.
And even if you're not in the public eye, you could find a job, because now with jobs they do all of these background checks, criminal checks.
They are looking at your social media.
Exactly.
So just be careful.
And they're like, wait, but in 2004.
You know what I hate the most is that some employers go on your social media, they see you drinking a glass of champagne, or they see you naked, like half naked, maybe you're at the pool or you went to the beach, and then now they use these things against you. But like, look, listen, I have a life outside my professional career.
Exactly.
I am at the beach. You want me to be in jeans at the beach?
Exactly.
Like,
and
I'm not at work drinking champagne. I have a life outside.
At work, I carry myself
professionally.
As I see fit. Exactly.
Yes.
But because I'm at the beach, just because of my job, I can't post pictures of myself in a bikini.
No.
Come on now. Nevertheless, that brings us to the end of our top stories. Now, after the break, we talk fashion, accessories, and culture with Joanna Swartboy, model and a founder of an accessory brand. This is part 2 of the interview.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Somebody once told me there's a difference between being a creative and being an artist. So you can be a musician, but you can be a musician and not necessarily an artist.
Okay.
An artist is somebody who taps into their soul and finds a deeper meaning to what they do, rather than just producing something. And it definitely feels like you do that. You do something with a bigger mission behind it. It's not just, I'm creating fashion accessories. It's this means something and has an impact on the society, and it's really, really inspiring.
It can only be that.
Yes. Now, getting into your next question, can you tell us a little bit about the latest collection?
Okay.
The one that you talked about that was at the Winter Fashion Show. I mean, you talked about how you guys manifested it literally, you know, on the runway. Can you tell us about it, the inspiration behind it? And
So firstly, Valgras is a small community just northeast of Keetmanshoop. It literally only exists that. It's a community of basically Nama-speaking Hereros in simpler terms. So it's because of the past, apartheid and all of those things, where Hereros ended up in the south and adopted the Nama culture. So we are a community of Oorlam people, and we are only existing in that specific community. And I know that it's not wide knowledge of the Falkras community. So it was really about celebrating like the patterns of our traditional attire. And we also drew inspiration from the guinea fowl, which has the polka dots and like the earrings I'm wearing today with the red and the blue. So drawing inspiration from those things, our culture, just normal practices that we have in our culture and designs, and making it a fashion thing. So like even with the showcase, I know it will cause a little bit of controversy even within our community, because some of the pieces that are meant for women we showcased on men, and that's also just introducing the new age and fashion and how it's evolving, because I believe culture and tradition is an ever evolving thing.
Exactly, and that's one of the things that communities are not ready to talk about or embrace. But to be fair, culture has evolved.
Absolutely.
Even the Herero dress, I mean, it has evolved over the years, and it's one of the things that we don't talk about too much. So if even a young designer wants to, I don't know, experiment a little bit, I mean, you know.
Yeah, there's always...
There's some controversies
always,
there. Yes.
always. And I'm genuinely one that's willing to have that conversation, and our brand is willing to take those risks, to have those conversations, because if we as young people are not allowed to use our culture as inspiration to create new inspired designs, then what's the point? Really, then there will be no evolution, and young people will not care about culture, our own traditions anymore, because we're not allowed to experiment and explore with them.
Yes, and we're not also allowing ourselves to draw from our roots, you know, and that's what anchors us, I would believe. You seem, like I said, you're doing a lot. Like, how do you find the balance to do everything? I feel like you're the woman who has it all. You have the beauty, the brains, and the boldness to go after the dream.
Again, family. Guys, it comes to having a great support system. I genuinely don't do it on my own. And it also comes from just being delusional a little bit. And just be like, the Lulu is the Salulu. Literally, that's one of our anthems when we were working, because like we just need to force ourselves and motivate each other to push beyond the barriers. On a day when I'm feeling low, someone else is feeling high. So like that's really how I push on, because a lot of the things that I do and I have achieved in life, it's when I look back, I'm like, how did I do that? You know, it seemed a little daunting, even just going through it. Even just the simple Windhoek Fashion Week collection that we released, it was tough to get to that point. But
I wouldn't even say it's simple, because it's amazing, girl. No, simple should not even be associated with that. Yes.
Thank you. But yeah, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication and a lot of just support.
Yeah. No, for sure, for sure. It's always impossible until it's done.
Absolutely.
So Delulu is Delulu. Now, what's next for the brand? I'm so afraid to say it every time.
Don't be.
I got it right the first time.
Yeah, and you'll get it right again.
I'll get it right again. Yes. So what's next for the brand?
I want to hear you say it.
I'm practicing it in my head.
Let's hear it. Remember the tongue placement. It's the same.
Yes. What's next for Ngutwa?
There's so many things that are in the pipeline for Ngutwa. So obviously we just launched the collection, so it's really pushing that collection even through interviews like this, speaking about it and pushing the brand forward. And from next year on, we want to be in stores, we want to sell more, and the bigger dream is to be a global brand, and we definitely are working towards that. We want to be a global, like the Pradas and the Guccis, we also want the Ngutwa out there and known.
Girl, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Thank you.
You know what? This is going to be a big brand, and we're going to be wearing it, and it's going to be something to brag about.
Absolutely.
Yes. What is next for you as Johanna Swartboy?
A lot of growth, hey?
Yeah.
A lot of growth is constantly happening, and I'm someone that's very spontaneous and very evolution-based. So obviously taking my modeling career to the next step. I'm working towards going back internationally again. I was privileged enough to be home for the Windhoek Fashion Week, which I'm always happy to be a part of. So really just going back out there internationally and pushing my boundaries, really that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm literally getting goosebumps just talking to you, girl. This is so inspiring because a lot of people think that it's impossible, we can't do it, whatever, but if your head is in the right place, you know, and you're aligned, it seems like you are, because she visualizes and she
Fake it
writes
till
the
you
goals
make it,
down.
guys. Fake it till you make it.
I think nothing is impossible. Now, before I let you go, where can the viewers find you or find yes, because I'm also looking forward to buying some accessories. I want to put color in my wardrobe because I feel like I've been like wearing very morbid colors.
Yeah,
So I want to get like a splash of color, and I love what you guys have. So yes, how can we get a hold of you?
So firstly, on our Instagram page, you'll find _NU_GOA. That's Nutwa Accessories.
Yes.
That's our official Instagram page. And then for me personally, you'll find Swartboy Johanna, literally just my name and surname as you see on the screen, flipped. Yeah, that's where you'll find us. And our official contact number is 081 48 44 227. Just holler at us and you'll get
I
us.
definitely shall. Any final message that you have for the audience?
So much power. Really just dream. Just dream as big and boldly as you can. And if you're a believer in God, I believe in prayer, I believe in having faith, and after having the dream, just letting it be. Because I think we tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves to make things happen. But we need to constantly remind ourselves that the power is not within us. Or the power is within us. We don't have the power to make things happen ourselves. So really just as a Namibian child, as a Nutwa of Namibia, just allow yourself to dream and allow yourself to expose yourself to opportunities, because there are so many opportunities out there for us as Namibians within Namibia and the world as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow, truly inspiring. Like, I can't wait to chat to you off camera because we definitely need to talk a lot more. But thank you for your time and being on Smell the Coffee.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Until tomorrow, it's all our love, all our light, and adios.